Despite plenty of turmoil amongst countries, some countries want to know if aliens indeed exist. So, are aliens real? And, will proof of their existence really make humankind have a different opinion on their place in the universe? Welcome to One Away. Here are some perspectives about the reality of aliens, and what would happen to humanity once humans know they are not alone. Before that, leave a like if you find this video useful. And, consider that subscribe button to get updates on our latest videos. The Pentagon Resurgence. It's been a fascination for mankind to know the frontiers of outer space. As it's been said, if humans can land on the moon, then most improbable things probably can happen. Objects that were not of Earth. Asteroid shapes that look like ships. Information from Area 5 and 1. Music frequencies for outer space. Mysterious radio signals. But, the case has always been that evidence of extraterrestrial species like the famed aliens have become the stuff of alien fantasy. One of the reasons for such sci-fi fantasies is that humans want to know that they're watched by something. Not by religion. Not by the nation. Not even by the conspiracies. These topics are rampant, of course. From all kinds of wars battled by nations and countries all over, to conspiracy theories of flat Earth and fake government info. Even if the stuff of alien evidence is mostly sci-fi fantasy dreams, it's often of interest to know that there are life forms out there that isn't us. But since most of these are speculations, it's understandable that much of the interest about alien life comes from enthusiasts than laypeople. That is until the Pentagon had footage of a legitimate unidentifiable object in their crosshairs. And, this happened in 2020. It's important to point through that this footage also happened with the lockdowns of many countries due to a global pandemic. But, for a time in the sun, a resurgence of alien theories and interest in extraterrestrial life was back in business. Of course, especially in America, the interest for out-of-bounds Earth exploration had always been quite popular. And Donald Trump himself has always wanted a monopoly on intergalactic security and the technology known as the Space Force. As far as the science shows though, this evidence doesn't seem to hold up outside of research. And, there are specific reasons as to what makes aliens difficult to even detect. The question for our place in the universe. Even back as 1961, when new equipment made it likely to explore outer space, some projects were in the works to find something out there. The Drake equation, for example, uses calculations to detect civilizations in the Milky Trail. And, much of the work for detection has used this equation and radios to conduct experiments. But, it's not the final word, for that matter. Even astrophysicists like Neil deGrasse Tyson admits that it's only our approach to the mathematics of the universe. And, therein lies one of the problems of our mathematics and approaches like the Drake equation. Aliens or extraterrestrials could very well use different kinds of mathematics and algorithms. If it is true, life out there can sometimes come to three speculations on the inability to find them. Or for them, us? The intelligent life forms speculation, they have the higher intelligence. It's probable that we haven't had the cognitive intelligence, science, or technology to communicate with them, and that they function on a higher plane of communication and language. Not to mention, their conceptions of time and space, as we know them, are probably much different than we could ever dream of. For an example of a fictional exploration of this topic, the film called Arrival that stars Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner is a good recommendation. The ancient aliens speculation, they've been with us, we are not alone. Some have thought that aliens or extraterrestrial life had always been here, and they could have made the blueprints for an advanced civilization. Most have pointed out the semi-mysterious origins on the rise of ancient Egypt, for example, and that their employment of technologies like the astrological system is vastly different than other cultures. For an example of a fictional exploration of this topic, the film called Prometheus that stars Michael Fassbender and Charlize Theron is a good recommendation. The across the stars speculation, it's obvious that people miss it. It's likely that we haven't communicated or interacted with extraterrestrial alien life due to distance. Our planet and their exoplanets, our sun, and their host stars are light years away. For an example of a fictional exploration of this topic, the film called Interstellar that stars Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway is a good recommendation. And these are 3 out of many that exist in pop art culture, nerd debates, science, and technology research forums. For whatever the reason we haven't made an agreement with life forms outside Earth, it's probably bound to continue in the years after. But if all these speculations are true, humanity is in for a bumpy ride. What are your thoughts on alien life forms outside planet Earth? If you're interested in planets that humans could visit in the year 2040 or 2050, you'll like our video on similar planets like Earth. And, if you'd like to know what it really takes to explore as an astronaut, make sure to watch our video on what a space journey feels like.